Long ago, man created the Comic-Con, an epic event which would allow nerds of all sizes, shape, ages, genders, whatever you may call it, to interact and to come together to learn about pop culture and the like. And in 2018, the greatest convention panel of all time took place at Silicon Valley Comic-Con. There, me and my cohort actually created the best panel, and I would not be shying away from saying that it's the best panel if it wasn't the best panel. Today, I'm actually taking a look back at that panel. I haven't looked at this since I did it, so I've never looked at this. So today, we're going to go over what many consider the best panel that have ever happened at any Comic-Con of all time ever, period. Let's just get into it. There's a lot to unpack here. It was an amazing event, I'm telling you right now. Hi guys.
How's everyone doing? This is like the last slot of the last day of the last Silicon Valley Comic Con as of this year. Huh? Yeah. How many of you guys have been here before? Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. How do you guys like it compared to the previous years and whatnot? Good. Good. Okay, that's cool. What's your favorite thing you saw this time? Jules Day. Oh, okay, yeah.
So, a little preamble. We wanted to actually prepare a lot of stuff for this panel here. And we only learned that we were going to present, I think, the same day. So, we didn't have anything to really present. But we still made it work, and that's why it is the greatest Comic-Con panel of all time. Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Hey, what's good here? Yeah, we've got a nice little turnout here. I'm very happy with these numbers. I'm actually not lying about that. We just got informed like 4 days ago that we're going to be doing this. Had no idea, and this came out of the blue, but we're like, okay, sure, we'll just come up and talk for a little bit. Why not, right? So yeah, welcome to the Future of Fandom panel. This is just a little bit of an offshoot. We want to talk a little bit more just about how you guys are. And this is Roy over here as well.
So as the person said, my name is Roy. I'm not actually so much focused on the content creation side of things. I'm actually a software developer by trade. So not so focused on...
As you can tell, we all look like we're about to get interrogated by a bunch of people who have effectively kidnapped us. And I guess that's like a reverse of the captive audience. It's more like the captor audience. We still somehow stuck it out there and then did, I think, 30 minutes of content.
Though I do enjoy consuming content, and I guess I'm just here in case anyone has had questions for software development and other stuff, maybe possibly related to content creation.
It has a lot to do with this panel, right? But yeah, all the content and like just to cast you and whatnot. So oftentimes we run into actors who just primarily do that, and while that's really great, they focus on one thing. It's there's also the added benefit of being able to do both. And that allows you to become a creator, empowering you both in front and from behind the camera too. So that's really great that you do it. People always like to say, just make stuff, but I think that at the end of the day, it's just make stuff and set a schedule for yourself, write down your ideas out, and just make sure you follow through with it. Because even though it seems a little hard, the people that end up making stuff are the ones that actually end up having the most impact. So.
Wow, that was actually really profound. I'd also like to let you guys know now that I was the person in college who wrote essays super late. And somehow got decent grades on them, so... Yeah.
I write in performing arts.
Okay, what type of performing arts? Just curious.
Acting, and show choir.
Show choir, okay, yeah, cool.
Oh no, people were actually asking me for genuine advice. Let's see how I respond.
Are you in high school right now? Or? Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's great. I did the choir in middle school myself as well, so yeah, that's cool. But yeah, you also have a lot of possibilities to go from there. What sort of stuff do you enjoy writing? I'm just curious.
Fiction and historical fiction.
Oh, okay, yeah, interesting, yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can end up doing out of that, but I don't know what else to say. Just keep making stuff and just follow through with it. Finish it till the end, even though it may seem hard. There's that thing that they call writer's block, but it's just a self-excuse. I always tell it to myself and I end up having to push myself to finish up the project and whatnot, but if you can get it done, that already counts for a lot more than, you know, having something incomplete. So yeah, good work, keep it up. Yeah.
I basically gave them no advice. I was like, just keep doing what you're doing. I didn't offer any practical tips at all, but I guess they liked it.
You might have asked one, but like, what was you still like with historical fiction? Like, what ideas have you like thought so far? Like, I actually more curious on like your like thought process of making. Like, I know it's been like more like action, sci-fi.
I mean, I'm still fairly young and early on in my career right now, but the work I've done, you know, I've been able to, you know, do work for Marvel, Lucasfilm, and whatnot too, just because it's been a combination of kind of skill and luck, and I hate telling people it's like, oh, it's just, I got lucky. I mean, but sometimes that just kind of is the way it ends up being. You kind of have to keep a mindset though in order and put yourself in those situations where you can get lucky and you can meet those people that will end up helping you get into the spaces that you want to be. I like to keep it down to like 3 virtues for me. That's like passion, patience, and persistence. For me, it's like passion. I need to make sure that, you know, if I'm going to be attached to something, I've got to make sure that I have enough passion to like keep onto it, but then also the discipline to like really stay focused on that, regardless of whether you have those hard days too. Oh man, this is not going to be like, you know, this is going to be a long day. You know, I have to get up and I have to work on this, but you know, as long as I manage to keep those things in balance, then I'll stay passionate throughout the project. Patience, it's going to take a long time to get a lot of these things done, right? You have a lot of projects, and sometimes, like, you know, as you were mentioning, you know, you'll have those ideas at the last minute. You may get writer's block, you may not want to finish it through, but, and, you know, especially when it comes to that part where you have to, like, sell that, you know, writing eventually at some point, you know, that's way down the line for you. You don't ignore it for now, but, you know, like, whenever that ends up happening, you have to really be patient before you can, you know, end up getting to a point where you can make it. And then persistence, of course, is having that never-ending desire that this is what you want to end up doing with your life.
For you, what is your function as a programmer? How do you bring everything together?
I probably should have clarified that. As far as the YouTube channel goes, I'm actually more of an extra hand assistant, sort of like Cina. So I actually don't deal too much programming as far as the YouTube channel goes. I mostly write enterprise software, so not actually something you would consider fandom-based.
People are so confused right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, this is applying to writing. Any tips and stuff for visual arts? That's what I did.
Visual arts. You'll have to be a little more specific for that.
Art, illustration.
Illustration, some of that. The usual. Thank you guys for coming to our panel. We really appreciate you attending. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, take care. Have a great rest of the con. Get home safe, guys. Yeah.
So we didn't even fill up half an hour of time. I think we filled up around 26 minutes, which is pretty good considering that we came in with almost nothing. And I hope that some people are actually able to learn some things from us. I think that knowledge comes from everywhere, but definitely take it with a grain of salt, especially if it's coming from me. But that said, we actually did provide a few insights, and I'm really glad there were young fans there that actually had genuine questions about what next to do with their careers and their lives, and people that are genuinely curious. I come in with the opinion thinking that creating something like a YouTube channel or even having a convention panel like this really is a privilege. There was nowhere in this process where I felt that I actually needed to really go over the top and try to exaggerate the things that we've accomplished. But I'm very proud of the things that I've done to this channel so far, so this is actually a really good reflection back on the things that we were able to do too. As cringy as some of the answers might have been at the moment, I realized that I still am pretty consistent with the way I view things, and ultimately, I think that just the stuff I've been able to achieve has been very positive, at least. And at least is gratifying to me. And I think that at the end of the day, that's what's most important. You can really try to serve your audience and whatnot, but there's a balance to it, and you want to be able to express yourself honestly and create stuff that you enjoy creating. So I hope I've been able to put that through so far in Nonstop November. I know things seem a little hectic, but they're only going to get better, and I'm going to have even more edited videos coming out very soon. Thank you guys for your patience and for sticking around with me. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.